What's up, everybody, and welcome to a very different edition of the Juiced Up Jobbers. I will be reviewing Terrifier 3, the movie, which just came out today. It actually comes out to everywhere today, Friday, but early premieres and everything like that. I got to see the first opening in my area, and wow, 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 wow. I will do my best to try to go back through all of this and everything like that. But again, this is a different podcast. This is a wrestling podcast, but I am also a fan of horror movies. And again, it is October, which is my birth month. So I just had to go see this movie and I had to talk about it. Whether this gets the views or not, I don't care. I just had to come up on here. And hopefully, there's other people who watch that enjoyed the movie, enjoy the franchise, or maybe want me to deep dive into other horror movies because we will have a horror podcast coming pretty soon before Halloween with Evan Solo. If you know who Evan Solo is, you know it's gonna be a good thing. But Terrifier 3. Terrifier 3, man. I have been waiting for this movie for a while. Um, I was a fan of the first and the second one, not so much the first one because it was more of a, I don't know. I just felt like they focused more on the gore. There was no story really to tell there, and then came number two, and we started getting more storytelling and everything. And now three is just like wow. But let's get into it. Again, if you guys want to talk about it, put it in the comments for anybody who sees this video later, because it will be hashtag onto the Terrifier 3 stuff on YouTube, because everybody will more than likely see the movie today, later on Friday, than they would have yesterday, later, and Thursday. So, yeah, that opening scene. So, if you guys follow the Terrifier stuff, you would have known that 9 people walked out, some people passed out, and everything like that due to the opening scene. Let me be 100% honest with y'all. 100% honest. Wasn't nothing too crazy. It really wasn't nothing too crazy. First off, the scene that I showed for the preview for the movie, that wasn't even the little girl that was in the movie. My bad, y'all. I must I gotta shave. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, the little girl that was just in that little preview package, that was not the same little girl that was in the movie. But yeah, so we start the movie off, mother, father, daughter walks in, it's Christmas Eve. Mommy, I think I hear something on the roof. You don't hear nothing on the roof, even if it is. We about to leave Santa some milk and cookies, you know what I'm saying? So even if it is him, he gonna have some milk and cookies, you know what I'm saying? Um, so that happens. They have a talk, blah blah blah. None of that's really important. And then the little girl hears stuff downstairs, which of course, like all kids, you hear the noises, you want to go follow them. We're kids. I don't know why we do things when we were kids. Kids are just oh my god, so curious. But the girl then walks downstairs, and of course we see Art, and everything. He's touching the tree and all that, and then he reaches into his good old bag that it can't go wrong with Art the clown in his bag. But he puts his hands inside the bag, and what does he come out with? He comes out with an axe. Now, a part that I did skip was the little girl going to her brother's room to tell her that Santa Claus was downstairs, but the little brother did not wake up and did not want any part in the situation. So, the little girl hides. Art the clown proceeds to go upstairs, and the first room he goes into is the little brother's room. Little brother wakes up, says, "Hey, I thought I told you to leave me alone." And then Art the Clown takes the axe to the little brother. The first kill in the movie is a child. And now I understand why a lot of people said it would be controversial, because a lot of people don't like movies that involve children, getting killed, getting murked. Kids are supposed to be that thing that gets away. That's supposed to be the thing that saves everybody. They're the pure person. Not with Art the motherfucking Clown. Art the Clown will kill anything. I don't know. I don't know if he kill babies or whatever. But as far as kids, and we gonna get to more of that. But as far as kids, yeah, Art the Clown, he don't give a shit. He don't give a goddamn. Appreciate to the 4 people here, even if you don't watch the movie. I appreciate y'all, just supporting, giving the views that y'all do. So after killing the brother, he mutilated that little boy. He then proceeds to walk into the mother and father's room, and for some reason, while the husband is getting literally pummeled with an axe. For some reason, she did not hear it for the majority of the first part of the killing. She then wakes up, arms full of blood and everything. She turns on the light and she sees Art the Clown just going off. I'm talking about this man is mutilated as well. Art the Clown done already got him cut at the neck. He got him cut at the body, everything. And it's just like, whoa, man. Getting us very early, getting us very, very, very early, bro. Like I said, a lot of people walked out in the opening scene, and that was just the second kill. Then comes the mom. The mom's like, oh my God. She's actually putting up a fight, by the way. For everybody who's seen it, she put up a fight. She was dodging, weaving, dodging, weave, dodging, weave, dodging, weave. And she did that shit. But she then goes to the brother's room, well, her son's room, trying to find it. And then she finds out that her son has been decapitated and every other decapitated in the motherfucking world. Um, she proceeds to try to run away, but since she is the one who locked the door after finding the door to be open, she fucks herself in the end because the longer it takes her to open that door and unlock it, Art the Clown already came down with the axe, Wakati, and then proceeds to chop her arm off and so on and so forth, and just murks the mom, cuts her limbs off and everything like that. And Art thinks he's done. He's celebrating, eating some cookies, he's drinking that milk. Art the Clown with the blood, strawberry juice, and all that, having fun. And then we remember the little girl, right? She almost gets away, but then she makes a noise. She's hiding underneath one of the cabinets. Art finds her, and he just laughs, and we see the camera pan to the axe that he done killed the brother, the mother, and the father with, and we're gone. We go 5 years prior. We going back in the past. We going back in the past, which we go back to Terrifier 2. We see the cop going on the scene where Art the Clown was decapitated. He finds the body of Art the Clown, and then he starts hearing things at the bottom. And as he's looking, he looks back. Art's body's still there, dead. He looks again down at the hole. He comes back. Boom! Art the Clown's headless body is choking this man, bro. It's like this. This is like I don't understand. I don't understand this man, this creature, this beast, this demon, whatever he is. It's ridiculous. But again, his headless body begins to choke the cop, chokes the cop, and everything like that. Chokes him, obviously kills him. And mind you, again, Art is headless. So as we get to Art going on a bus to go to the crazy place to go get Victoria, he placed the dead cop's head on his neck and taped it with duct tape to make it look less crazy, even though the cop's head was crazy looking, like on my. And then, of course, we have Victoria, who's at the mental asylum and everything, and that's back to where we are, where Terrifier 2 ended, where Art the Clown's head was born from her stomach, of her being pregnant with Art's head. And we see Chris Jericho. All my wrestling fans, Chris Jericho, yes, sir. Chris Jericho is in Terrifier 3, but he ends up getting murked as well. The nurse that ends up seeing Victoria with the head of Art, by the time Chris Jericho gets to her, she's already eaten. She's arm off, face all eaten up by Art and Victoria and everything like that. Chris Jericho is just stunned. He's just. I wouldn't know what to think either. If I walked into that shit, I wouldn't know what to think either. Because, bro, you see two people. Well, Victoria isn't really a person, and Art was literally just exactly. You see just a head and some human monster just eating your nurse. Like, bro, I wouldn't know what to do either. But then obviously, they overpower Chris Jericho. They murk Chris Jericho, everything like that. And then we lead to them going to this old abandoned home where Art literally goes into the attic and he finds a rocking chair and he just sits there rocking for 5 years. We gonna get there. He's rocking back and forth for 5 years. Well, eventually he stops. Um, then Victoria, she's just looking at herself, saying nobody's ever gonna, like, bro. She was going crazy. She was like, nobody's gonna fuck you. She was talking to herself like, nobody's gonna do this, nobody's gonna do that. And then she breaks the fucking mirror with her face and gets a big piece of glass, slices her arm right down the middle. You think at that point she's dead because she's still technically human. But at the same time that this is happening, Art is upstairs just laughing. He's smiling, like if this is all part of the plan. And we later find out that the demon that's originally possessing Art is now possessing Victoria, or it's Art that's possessing Victoria. Like there's still a lot of unexplained situations and things, but that's why there's going to be a part 4. But yeah. So then we go back to present day. It's present day again. Art is just in the rocking chair for the rest of the 5 years. Victoria is in the bathtub, arm slit. We think she's dead, but we gonna get there. And then we run into our final girl, Sienna, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's when we get to Sienna, and then we find out that she's been in and out of mental institutions ever since the situation happened. She's on meds. She's moving in with her. I want to say I keep getting this mixed up. I want to say her uncle and aunt with her little niece, sister, or cousin. I can't. There was just so many kills going on, bro. I couldn't even stick to the story. Like, I couldn't. I couldn't even. I'm going to see the movie tomorrow. Listen, don't listen. I'm talking with spoilers, so if you don't want to get spoiled, don't watch this live, RJ. I appreciate you, but don't watch this live. But again, we get there. You know, she's setting up, trying to get ready. It's 5 years. She's off the mental asylum, everything like that. And then we also get to, link up again with Jonathan, her little brother. We find out Jonathan's in college. He's chilling. He's doing his thing. He's trying to, move on from the situation and everything like that. He's trying to have a normal life. He got a college friend. He's going to a college party, possibly this, that, and the fourth. And we see that, he's doing all right. Better than, Sienna, who we see later at the lunch table seeing her dead friend. Forgot homegirl's name. There's so many kills and things that go on in Terrifier. I'm sorry if I can't remember certain characters' names. But Sienna's at the dinner table with the family, and she ends up seeing her dead friend literally just dead, dripping blood and everything. And there's to the point where you can see the air bubbles of the blood popping through her skull. It was just so detailed, so detailed. It was ridiculous. But then her dead ghost friend just kept yelling to pass the rice, pass the rice, pass the rice, and eventually Sienna has an episode. She goes upstairs. She can't do it anymore, and that happens. And I want to say that's when we link up with the workers who go to the abandoned house that Art and Victoria went to 5 years prior and who were still there. One worker goes upstairs in the attic, the other worker just stays on the first floor. The first worker is in the attic, he finds Art frozen, just frozen in place. You see cobwebs, everything like that, just surrounding him, like if he's just a statue. And then the other one who's on the first floor just walks in. He sees Victoria. He's just shocked, stunned. The whole tub's filled with blood because again she cut herself and everything. Blood, trees, everything else. The ecosystem, the whole planet Earth was in that bathtub. Um, and then they get closer. The guy upstairs gets closer to Art. He keeps talking about Art's just frozen. And then the same thing with Victoria. But as the second guy is trying to take a picture of Victoria, she still has the knife in hand. And then as soon as we get closer, the guy upstairs gets closer to Art. Boom, jump scare. Art moves, tosses the guy across the freaking thing, bro. We're about to get to one of the craziest kills, in my opinion. Tosses the guy, right? Victoria, boom, takes the knife, bang. Easy kill, right? Easy kill. She just took it, boom, to the neck. Nothing crazy. But here comes Art the Clown. Oh yeah, bro. Art the Clown is still a troll to the very ending of the movie, man. Let me tell you something. It's such a horror movie, but the comedy they do with Art, it's crazy. He is still a troll to the end of the movie, like literally slapping the back of Sienna's head like 3, 4 times while she's killing her aunt right in front of her, bro. Crazy work. But where were we? Okay, yeah. So the second guy at the bottom with Victoria, he's dead. He's done. Victoria comes upstairs with the glass and everything. Art's still messing with the dude. Art finds a weapon. Boom, stabs him through the hand so he can't move. And then Art finds a box cutter, and proceeds to cut homeboy from the front, right? All the way down. And mind you, as this is happening, Victoria, you naughty dirty girl. You naughty dirty girl. Victoria takes the piece of glass and begins to herself. Yeah, because I don't want to be too vague, but begins to herself with the glass. As Art's literally peeling this dude's all the way down, and he begins to peel his skin off of. That one was crazy. That kill was ridiculous, bro. Literally from the cuts, grabbing it, and mind you, Victoria just ended, mind you, with the piece of glass, just and all you see is the blood going down, and then obviously at the end you see the final split. Crazy work. Victoria, she reached her climax or whatever the hell she was trying to fucking reach. Oh, the learning tree got murked early. He got murked. He got like 5, 6 minutes of screen time. He got murked. Easy. I already went past that part, RJ. I'm trying to run through this because I also got work at like 6 in the morning, so So after that, right? Now, mind you, when the movie started, we started in present day, then we went back forward 5 years, and then we got back to present day. But we don't see the whole situation that happened in the beginning in the second present day. Like after we see Art get resurrected or wake up, whatever you want to call it, they don't show us that again because there's no point because they already showed us that in the beginning. So by the time we see Art again, he already did that. That happens like in between because we get to the point where he finds the Santa outfit and everything like that. So between the Santa outfit and I want to say the mall, that's when that happened. I could be wrong, but you know. But yeah. So where, guys, like I said, I'm sorry, but this movie was just so crazy. It's hard to keep track. Like, I just want to get to the kills, but I'm trying my best to remember the movie fully so we could get through everything. Can't wait to get a desktop so I can start editing and all that. But as I said, they kill the two workers, everything like that. I want to say we link back up with we link up with Jonathan. But this could have happened earlier. Again, everything's everywhere because these kills, man, they've got my head messed up. But see Jonathan talking to his roommate, talking about going to the party, and then his roommate's girlfriend has a podcast about horror stuff, murder mystery, and she really wants to have Jonathan on or Sienna, whatever like that, because she's so interested in Art the Clown and the situation that they went through. She was a little wacko, if you ask me personally. Um, and then we get to a point. I know I'm missing in between, and that's why I'm saying. That's why at the end of the day, I give it an 8 out of 10 because there's some parts where I'm gonna miss and I'm like, eh. But y'all put those in the comments and remind me. But I want to say next up, let's just get to Santa. Let's just get to Art the Clown just minding his business, walking, 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 and then he passes the window, goes back. He's like, holy shit, it's Santa Claus. It's motherfucking Santa Claus. Art the Clown knows who Santa Claus is. He goes in, it's Santa Claus, his friend, and then the bartender. This man walks in, he's so stunned, like, oh my God, it's Santa Claus. You're. Then starts pointing at Santa Claus and everything like that. Oh my God. Oh, wait, there's a part that I missed. Back when they woke up after they killed the two workers, this man, Art the Clown, found liquid nitrogen, froze the rats, and then saw that he could just boom easily, just kill, freeze the motherfuckers and just kill them so easily. Art found liquid nitrogen. Now let's get back to Santa Claus and his buddies. Art's acting crazy, like, oh my God, it's Santa, da 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 da. The guys are, spectacle, because, look at Art the Clown. Like, why would you want that in your establishment? Why would you want to chill with Art the Clown? Like, he is just creepy, bro. But eventually, Santa, I feel like Santa Claus saw Art as, somebody with possibly a disability. So he's like, I'm Santa Claus, I got to play the part, I'm going to do what I got to do. So, mind you, Art the Clown is sitting on this man's lap. He's sitting on Santa's lap. What is on my face? He is sitting on Santa's lap. And they're, just chilling, whatever, talking, ha ha ha, Santa Claus, Santa Claus. Oh my gosh. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Then Santa Claus offers all of them drinks. Of course, the bartender being a dick and looking at Art the Clown and just being like, yeah, this dude looks suspicious and everything like that. He asks Art for his ID to see if he's legal. Art gives him, I want to say, the cop's ID that he murked at the beginning of the movie when he was still headless. That was in Terrifier 2, the 5 years ago plot. I want to say that's who ID that was. I could be wrong, but I don't know. He gives it to him. Santa's like, "Come on, man. That's what I think it was like Max Johnson or something like that. I could be like butchering the fucking name." But they drink. They take a shot, and then Art the Clown obviously don't drink because he takes the shot and spits it right in Santa's face. And that's when the situation goes crazy. The bartender's like, "That's fucked up." Santa's friend says that's fucked up. Santa himself says that's fucked up. And they get to a point where they're gonna kick out Art and everything like that. But Art finds it so funny that he pisses. Mind you, he's sitting on this grown man's lap and he took a piss on himself, meaning he pissed on the dude. So that's when the dude is finally done. He pushed Art off. The bartender jumps over the thing, pushes Art. They're like, okay, we got to get this out of here, blah, 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 blah. Handle it, whatever. Art's by. They get Art's bag. It's heavy as hell. They throw it at Art, tell him to get the fuck out of here. They're talking in the corner. Bartender goes to go walk up to Art, and Art just pulls out the gat and shoots him right in his fucking neck. And then Santa's little helper comes out, shoots that motherfucker right in the dome piece. And then he has the gun aimed at Santa Claus. Mind you, at Santa Claus. And Santa's pleading for his life. He's like, please, Clowny, please, Clowny, this Santa, we could, you could have the suit. You could do it. We could both be Santa Claus, And Art's just listening, and then he just smiles. Art the Clown, he just smiles. Then we go to a scene where Santa Claus is strapped up to a chair. And he's just pleading to Art, like, please, Clowny, I have a family, I have kids, I have 4 beautiful grandchildren. We know Art the Clown don't give a damn what you got, what you don't got. He just want to murk you, bro. So, like I told y'all earlier, he pulls out the liquid nitrogen, goes for Santa's feet first. Oh my God, he freezes up the legs, the feet, everything. Takes the hammer, blah, blah, blah. just breaking like ice. Blah, blah, blah. Then he goes to his arms too. Blah, blah, blah. Because I forgot he sprayed his arms as well, breaking his hands. Oh my God, it was so disgusting. And then last but not least, this man is still pleading for his life. Still pleading for his life. Art takes the liquid nitrogen, blows it straight in his face. Mind you, the guy's still alive at this point. Art takes the hammer, slams it right against his face. His whole face just comes off. All you see is the skeleton and everything. And earlier in the movie, when Santa and Art first met, Santa told Art was so like just amazed by his beard that he tried to grab it, and Santa was like, "No, you can't be Santa without the beard. This is real." Art rips off Homeboy's beard with his skin, mind you, with his fucking skin still there, and puts it on his face. And then looks to his left, see a snowman, took the snowman's carrot nose off and put it right on the guy's face. Mind you, he has no face. It's just guts and skull. No skin. He murked Santa Claus, bro. It was bad. Um Then we get to a scene where Sienna goes meet up with her brother Jonathan, and then they're eating. But then, of course, Jonathan's roommate's girlfriend comes and is like, "Oh my God, you're her. Oh my Lord, you're her. I want to know this. I want to know that. I want to know this." And then, of course, Sienna getting upset with the questions, screams at her because she was pressing her. Like, bro, it don't matter if it's 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. When you come face to face with a killer clown and you live, that shit's still gonna bother you no matter how long ago it is. And that's what the girl didn't understand. Like, oh, it's been 5 years. She should be over it. No. But then, of course, that leads to Jonathan telling his uncle and aunt that she had an episode and this and that. But then within all that, Sienna takes her sister, niece, cousin. I gotta go back and watch the movie again because again, those kills were taking me off of track with some of the storylines. So I think it's her sister. I'm pretty sure it's her little sister. I could be wrong. I don't know. But takes her to the mall and everything. You know, another Santa's there doing, Santa's giving the kids presents, taking their wishes down, all that shit, right? Sienna sees Art. Shush Nation on top. I'll watch the movie soon. Shush, there's no nation. Don't watch it if you can't handle kills, bro, because this movie was filled with them. But Sienna sees Art the Clown after all these years, 5 years after. She thinks she killed him, everything like that. But you don't know if it was Art because he had the Santa mask on that was covering his face. But then if you were smart, you know it's Art. The bloody hands with the bloody gloves, everything like that. The freaking always walking around with a bag, whether it's white, black, or red. And of course it was red this time because he's trying to be Santa, the red sack and everything. No Diddy. Um She sees him. She has an episode. Goes crazy. Go everything like that. But then she takes the pills. All that shit. It's again, guys. These kills are going in circles. So the movie to me is going in circles, trying to keep on track. But once it gets, I thought you guys were better than us. Wait, huh? Horrors are my favorite. They don't censor that kind of stuff in the UK. Oh, I personally don't know, but I'm trying to stay in track. But again, like the movie was everywhere at a point. I'm not gonna lie, they were telling like so many different stories and plots going back and forth between shit. But after she sees her, oh, we find out that her little sister read her diary and she knew everything about Art the Clown and everything like that. She saw all the shit, all the stuff from Terrifier 2. She's seen all that shit. But let's get to the good shit. Let's get to the good shit. Let's get to the good shit. Cause she had that episode and everything like that. She wanted her brother closer and everything like that, right? Art the Clown gets into the college where Jonathan is, right? Gets into the college. He's just snooping around. Mind you, Jonathan is knocked out because Jonathan had an episode. He was about to text his uncle that his sister's going off the wagon, but I don't know if he didn't want to or the pills were taking effect, whatever it was. He ended up knocking out. Mind you, he was still supposed to go to this frat party shit. He's knocked out. Art the Clown is literally in his dorm room. But he doesn't find Jonathan first. Who does he find? Jonathan's friend and Jonathan's friend's girlfriend, who's again so factuated with Art the Clown. So I love Art the Clown. Oh, I just want to know what she felt, how it felt to just look Art the Clown in his eyes and just know what she felt and blah 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 and this and that. Like, first off, girl, you have issues if you really want to know how it felt to be face to face with Art the Clown, a killer clown who literally kills people, and you want to know how the girl how Sienna felt. You literally have issues in your brain. You have problems in your brain. But mind you, Art the Clown is listening. He's peeping around the corner. He's listening to this whole conversation. Even homegirl's boyfriend made the joke, and he was like, "You sound like you want to fuck him." And then Art was like, and then she was like, "No, I don't want to fuck him." He was like, like I said, RJ, Art the Clown is still a troll. Like the fact that she was like, "No, I don't want to fuck him." He was like, he was kind of bad. Like he was kind of tight about the situation. That shit had me crying. But as I said, Art the Clown is still in the dorm room and everything like that. Sienna, oh, that's what it was. Sienna and her sister were about to play Scrabble, no, Pictionary. But you need more than two people for Pictionary, so they tried to call Sienna's uncle over, but he was distracted by the news and everything like that. Why was he distracted by the news? Because the part that I done forgot, because it's the craziest thing, and I still can't believe it happened. After Sienna sees Art the Clown, we go back to Art the Clown. Like I said, it's stories everywhere, so many different things happening at once. It's hard to keep it together, but I can't tell you what I was about to tell you without telling you the situation that led to that part. Art the Clown becomes Santa, right? The original Santa Claus that was sitting in the mall. He goes on break. Art sees the setup. He goes to it. He sees the kids waiting for him, everything like that. He's like, "Oh yeah, oh boy, this is gonna be fun." This is where I have the one problem with the world. If you're a parent and if you're too distracted by your fucking phone, don't have fucking kids. If your phone could easily distract you to where you're not paying attention to your child in public, don't have fucking children. Because here goes Art the Clown sitting down, pretending to be Santa and everything like that. A little girl sees him and she just goes, and the mom's just like, "Oh my God, on my phone." Didn't even notice her little kid. Little girl walks up to Art the Clown. He's going in the bag. I'm personally thinking like he about to just pull a gat out and just shoot the little girl like with the strap. You know what I mean? I mean, it's Art the fucking Clown. That's true. Don't have kids if you're gonna be concerned about your phone, bro. Listen, that part's gonna get you upset. Um, but instead, Art the Clown pulls out a doll, a normal toy, gives it to the little girl, normal ass toy and everything like that. But then the mom's, of course, still upset. "Oh, give me that. Da, 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 don't go to strangers." Then all the other kids notice that Santa's giving out fucking gifts. Santa's giving out free toys. Oh my God, Santa. Ah. All the kids run up to Art, taking the toys out the bag. Literally, there was no weapons or nothing. So we thought. The original elf sees Art the Clown, tells security, "That's not my Santa Claus." Security takes Art away, tosses him to the side, and we see one kid. One mom's like, "Oh, where's," I don't fucking know. I forgot the kid's name. He's just a side character. Where's Jimmy? Jimmy? And we see, and you can see little Jimmy opening a gift, like, "Oh my God. Oh, I love Santa. I what did I get?" Little boy opens up the present, and it's a fucking bomb. The little kid opens up the present and it's a fucking bomb, which explodes, obviously, and kills like four of the kids. Six people were injured. And that part, I was just so shocked. I was like, I know he kills kids. It's Art the fucking Clown, but I was not ready for a fucking present to be opened and turn into a bomb, bro. And then the sad part was you saw the first little girl who went to Art with the doll, like they go to her body and her whole face is just gone. It's just exploded off, like skeleton and everything just gone. And it's just like wow. Like fucking wow. But fast forward to, like I said, Sienna and her sister are playing Pictionary, wanted the uncle to come over, but he's distracted at the fact that the mall got a bomb. They bombed the mall, and Sienna's listening to everything, listening to what the guy's saying about the character who was there. He was dressed like Santa. They had to take him out, and Sienna has a mental breakdown because she knows that Art the Clown is back, motherfucker. If she ain't know before, she know now that motherfucker is back. But of course, her aunt and uncle just think she's having a crazy episode. Sienna wants her little brother Uncle's like, you know, fine, I'll go get him. But the aunt gives Sienna drugs that puts her to sleep for a fucking while. She wakes up and it's like almost 2 in the fucking morning. Now, mind you, again, as I was saying, the shit's everywhere. As they call Jonathan to wake him up to say that they're gonna go pick him up, we get back to the couple. We get back to the boyfriend and the girlfriend, right? They're in the shower, you know, they're having sex in the shower before the party, everything like that. We pan to the rest of the bathroom. Here goes Art the Clown. Art the Clown taking a piss. Art the Clown is just sitting there taking a piss. Shakes a little bit, shakes his left leg, shakes his right leg, shakes all the legs and everything. Goes in his bag and proceeds to pull out a fucking chainsaw. A chainsaw. A fucking chainsaw. Obviously, slowly walking up to the shower. The couple's still having sex and everything. And as soon as he gets close, he revs it up. The girl's like, wait, what's that? Then you hear another rev, huh? And then Arthur Clown just comes through, breaks the glass that was covering them in the shower, slices the boyfriend one good time, slices his fingers. The boyfriend actually catches the fucking chainsaw and tried his hardest to fucking push the chainsaw away, push Art away, but it just did not happen. Art kept swinging. They were dodging a little bit in the little area that they did have. And then eventually Art slices the boyfriend's leg, literally slices it with the chainsaw to the point when the boy tried to leave. All Art had to do was just like kick his leg a little bit and that shit just snapped. Or I think the dude tried to run away anyway and his leg just snapped. Like it was literally almost in half because of the chainsaw. So homie's on the floor. He like one less of a leg man. What does Art do to the girl? He takes the chainsaw, right? Slices her from the breast, literally across, just straight titty, straight titty, and then right in the abdomen. Just kept slicing her, slicing her. Oh my lord. Oh my god, slicing her face, literally sliced like half of her. Oh my god, it was so bad, bro. Oh my god, Art the Clown is crazy. But again, like I told you at the beginning, she was so fixated on him. She wanted to know what it felt like to look Art the Clown in the eyes. Mind you, I swear homegirl was dead because her eyes were closed and everything like that. But then once Art touched her, her eyes widened, like if she was fully awake and knew everything that was going on. And he just looked at her right in the eyes and just smiled. And then when he was done touching her, it looked like she just went back dead. I swear Art the Clown has supernatural powers to like keep people alive while he's killing them just so he could enjoy it more and hear them go through pain. Because normal shit like that, you would die like instantly. All that blood loss, everything like that, you would die instantly. But Art the Clown has something that keeps you alive so he can have that enjoyment to hear you scream and everything like that. But the girlfriend's done, and then Art just slices her even more a little bit. Then he goes to the boyfriend, bro. This is probably the scene where I think is worse than the freaking bedroom scene because Art the Clown, mind you, the boyfriend is down like that, leg cut off, everything like that, ass in the air, right? Art the Clown took the chainsaw, bro, put it right in his asshole, and went all the way from his booty hole all the way up his back, and then he flipped his ass around and then took that chainsaw and went straight from the ball sack and cut all the way up. You just seen the fucking dick just flopping around. Oh my god, bro. You That shit was fucking wild. And yes, me personally, I feel like that was worse than the bedroom scene. I maybe it's me being a man and just like, damn, bro, he got a chainsaw up the ass through the back, then got flipped around and got a chainsaw ball sack first through his dick through the. That shit was bad. That shit was so bad. But then Art the Clown having fun, continued to chop him up and everything dead, chopping his head up, doing what Art the Clown does best. That's when we get Art in the blood. He makes the blood angel and everything like that. And this is when Sienna's uncle is in the front of the school trying to look for Jonathan. Jonathan calls him because I swear it was Victoria who caught Jonathan, and then obviously did the voice changing thing that the little pale girl could do in Terrifier 2, and did that to trick the uncle in thinking that Jonathan was showing up. But we find out later. We wake up with Sienna. She wakes up. Oh shit! I was damn, I was drugged. I was sleeping a lot. She ain't say that, but you know, like she must have been drugged a lot because I swear it was not that late. And again, homegirl woke up around like 2 in the morning. She wakes up, she's hearing her uncle and aunt just talking. Like, oh, this is why I told you we shouldn't have brought her here. She's already going crazy, this, that, and the fourth. Da, 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 da. And then as she gets closer, the uncle's like, oh, you know what I should do? We should go up there right now and smother her in her sleep and just kill her. And that's when you realize something's off, right? Sienna walks into the fucking kitchen. It's Victoria dressed as Art the Clown doing the voice mimic shit. And then you pan to the right and you see Art the Clown having the fucking uncle like like the cross, headless, mind you. His head is on the fucking Christmas tree as the star on the tree. And he just has the uncle just like that, split down the middle, looking like I couldn't believe it. And of course, Sienna sees that. She tries to run away. She tries. She tries to run away, but of course Art the Clown gets her, hits her with a fucking hammer. Like, I don't get how that thing didn't smash her head open, but knocks her unconscious. We wake up. Sienna's tied up. She looks to her over her. Her aunt's tied up. Or again, could it be a sister? I gotta get to know what these family members really are. These kills fucked me up. And I'm trying to make sure I ain't forget nothing. But I'm pretty sure I'm good and I'm up to date with everything and I haven't forgot a fucking single thing. But again, if you're here now, appreciate you. But if you're somebody who sees this later after you watching Terrifier and this video pops up, let me know if I forgot anything. But I'm pretty sure I'm up to date right now. Pretty sure I didn't miss a single kill. But if I did, let me know. Oh, wait, I did forget a kill. I did forget a kill. At the very beginning of the movie, after Victoria and Art went to go search, I think they were going to get closer to Jonathan and Sienna, obviously, but they run into a dude who's dressed as Art the Clown, and he takes a picture of them thinking they're Halloween costumes and everything like that. And then later we see that Art's no longer in his bloody attire. He's in the clean attire that the other guy wore. So I know that guy got fucking murked. That shit was hilarious. But as I said, Sienna wakes up. She's tied up to the chair and everything. And the aunt's tied up. There's like this bird cage in the middle that's bloody and everything. We don't know what the fuck that is. Art's digging in the uncle's stomach, getting his intestines to decorate the tree. Again, that's as I told you, the uncle's head is now the star on the tree. Oh my god, it was just so crazy. And then of course, this is where we kind of find out that Victoria's being possessed and it's not really her. It's just the demon that's possessing her. But I want to say it's also Art that's possessing her because at a point it seemed like Art the Clown was talking through her, telling her that, you know, she needs her to just let him in so he can then take over her soul. But it could just be another demon that's controlling Art as well, that's controlling the both of them. That's the part where I'm confused about, and I really hope they dig deep into that in Terrifier 4 because she's gonna have to go to that world where they're from and everything, where Gabby went, we'll get to where Gabby ended up, where I also think Jonathan is, because I don't think Jonathan's dead. But again, they set up the aunt. Victoria tells the aunt if she screams, she's gonna rip her tongue out. Victoria takes her tape off. She's crying. She's like, "Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter?" And that's when Victoria takes the paper off the bird cage, and it's a skull, and it's a fucking skeleton. And at first, Sienna and the aunt are looking at it. They're sad. They're screaming. And then the mom's like, "That's not my daughter. That's not my daughter." And then Victoria lets her know that, no, that's not, that's not your daughter. But she says something to her. I can't really remember, but that leads to Sienna's aunt spitting in Victoria's face, which I wouldn't really recommend because, yeah, these people kill people. Well, these demons kill people. So this is the part that got me too. Like I said, guys, there's so many kills, and I'm hoping I'm not missing nothing. But they take a tube and shove it down Sienna's aunt's throat, bro. Literally shoves it down, and then Art's there just hammering it. It's going deeper and deeper and deeper, and then Victoria takes a rat and puts the rat in the tube, lights the back of the rat because the rats hate heat, so they're gonna run away from the heat. Lights the opening with fire so that the rat can go down her aunt's throat, bro. Crazy work. goes down, and not even just one. I think she put like two or three rats in there, and they're just, and then as Sienna's just sitting there crying, Victoria took the knife and just slit her aunt's throat, and all you see was the rats just coming out. I was like, yo, this shit is fucking crazy. Mind you, Sienna's still tied up. She can't really do shit. She can't do nothing until Victoria takes her tape off, and that's when I feel like it's Art talking through her saying, "You have to let go so I can be let in." And at that point, Victoria tries to possess her, but again, Sienna's the chosen one, so she was able to put up a fight and backed up. And then this is when I thought Victoria told the mom that that wasn't her, but no, she just kept making her believe. The mom just knew it wasn't Gabby, but Victoria tells her that that is not Gabby, that the skeleton there is not Gabby. Um, that Gabby's right there. Yeah, they got Gabby. Art the Clown pulls Gabby and everything and is about to kill him. Was about to kill her, and then poor Sienna, she done lost everybody, and she about to lose Gabby. She is crying, pleading, everything. Please, she's just a kid. This, that, and the fourth, everything like that. And then that's when Art takes the skeleton, puts it on the mantle, and he puts Jonathan's glasses on the skull, which makes us all think that Jonathan is dead. I mean, we didn't see it. He was off screen. There was the part where Victoria pretended to be Jonathan, so they could have Jonathan, but I don't think that was his skull. Because again, like I told you at the start of the movie, the little girl who was in the family, she was found in the little cupboard, but we didn't see her die. I think that was the skull of the little girl. I don't think it's Jonathan. I don't think they're going to kill off a major character in this franchise off screen like that. There's no fucking way. I just feel like those glasses were his, but the skull was definitely somebody else's. But that was just to make Sienna get even weaker, so that Art could get into her, or the demon, the spirit, whatever it is. Again, I hope they really dive into this demon shit in part 4, bro. They need to, because that's the only thing I'm a little lost with. Like, what is Art? What's controlling him? Is he the deity that's controlling the little pale white girl, and then freaking Victoria in this movie? Like, we need to dive really deep into this shit. But obviously, so now Sienna's going even more crazy. She's begging even more. She just found out that she possibly lost her brother, and they're begging. And then Gabby says, "Can I just give her my present? Can I just give her my present?" Cause this is the part I forgot to tell y'all. Y'all remember the sword from Terrifier 2 that she cut Art's the clown's head off. She went back to the original crime scene. At least I think so. Dug it up, put it as a gift under the tree, because she just knew that a situation like this was going to happen. She just knew like a situation like this was going to happen. But of course, Gabby, being the little snoop that she is, opened that present and then rewrapped it, so she knew what was in there. That is why she was pleading, can I at least give her the present? Victoria says, "Do you want to open it to Gabby?" She tosses the present at her, and we're like, okay, they're actually gonna be stupid enough to just let her open it. Okay, here comes Art the clown with the mallet, and just breaks, God, just breaks Sienna's hands, literally breaks them, and then lets her go. And Victoria was like, "Hey, you said you wanted to open it yourself, right?" Broken hands. I mean, meat hanging out, like all that good stuff, all that yummy stuff. Where Sienna is trying her best to open up the present and everything like that. She's getting closer. She opens it up. Gabby says, "Do you like the present?" Which Sienna replies, "Yes, I do." Takes out the knife, slices Art right in the throat, slices him right in the throat. Victoria's so confused. She's da 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 da. Sienna throws the freaking sword right at freaking Victoria, tags her up against the wall, then cuts her fucking head off. And then it's time to worry about Art the Clown, who the fight was crazy because it was her with a fucking little sword to a chainsaw. We had a chainsaw and a sword fight. Somehow Sienna ended up winning. I don't know. That shit is still crazy to me today. But they end up fighting. But there got to a point where Art did slap Gabby, so Gabby was knocked out for majority of this. And then when she did wake up, she was next to her dead mother, tube still in her throat, slit, everything like that. And Gabby's just there crying. She's crying. But then the blood of Victoria started melting the floor. Again, this is why I'm saying they need to really dive deep into this demon shit. Because obviously their basement is not the pits of hell. But for some reason, Victoria's blood melted the floor, which led to the pits of hell, and Gabby was dangling for her life. Sienna had Art the Clown up against the wall with the knife. Before that, he fucking pushed Sienna's head into her uncle's guts. Oh, that part, I was like, oh, imagine the smell. And then, yo, he even tried to choke her with his intestines, but she ended up biting the intestines to get free, which disgusting as fuck. But Sienna sees that Gabby fell through the hole. Gabby's holding on. The only thing Sienna has to try to help Gabby get up is the sword. Sienna gives her the end of the sword while Sienna's holding the blade itself. She's trying her hardest to pull her up, but obviously the blade's slicing her arms. Her hands. It's hurting and everything. And Gabby ends up falling through the pits of hell. And as Sienna looks to her left, Art the Clown is no longer hung up against the wall, and he disappears. Sienna is at her lowest. She's lost her mother, her father, her brother, her little sister, niece, her cousin, her aunt, her uncle. She's lost everyone. She's at her lowest. But then she learns that she has healing powers. Again, we gotta really dive deep into this supernatural shit of the movie. We have to. Part 4 needs to dive into nothing but the supernatural part of Art the Clown and everything like that when it comes to Sienna and why she's the chosen one. But that's basically where the movie ends. We see Art at the bus station waiting for a bus ride, but then we see one of the best parts. There's just this single lady on the bus, and she's reading The Ninth Circle, which is where Art the Clown is originally from. The Ninth Circle, the short film, and everything. The lady's reading the book, and lo and behold, Art the Clown himself gets on the bus, and he looks dead as hell because again he has a whole neck sliced open, stabbed up, and everything. So the lady's just looking. He opens his eyes, pulls up the little squeaky thing, and before he squeaks it, he smiles. And that's the end of Terrifier 3. Now let me just tell y'all something, man. Let me just take one more sip of this shit. Acting like it's alcohol. Let me just tell y'all something. 8 out of 10. I give Terrifier 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it. Again, there were parts that it was everywhere, so it is hard for me to remember certain things in the timeline in the order that it did happen. But other than that, the characters were good. I just don't like the D character development, not character development, undevelopment, whatever word that is. Y'all gotta work with me. I'm so tired. I gotta go to work in like 4 hours. But Jonathan's character kind of annoyed me because he was such a strong character in the second one, and I just felt like they made him like Gohan after he turned into an adult, just weak. But other than that, everything was good. Everything was good. I really enjoyed the movie. I would personally see it again, even though some of those kills were really bad. When I say some of those kills were really bad, y'all, if y'all take the time to go watch that movie, or if you saw the movie and you were here with the review, y'all know what I'm talking about, or you're gonna know what I'm talking about. So I just want to thank you all. We will be getting a Terrifier 4 because now Sienna has to go find Gabby in that world. And that's what I'm saying. Hopefully, we find out more about this whole supernatural shit. But I appreciate everybody who did join. Again, this is a wrestling podcast, but I love talking about other things. So let's see where this goes. If it goes nowhere, it is what it is. I enjoyed my time here. Thank y'all. And Art the Clown is crazy as a motherfucker.